Okay, let's can some venison stew. Step 1, halfway read the directions. Step 2, gather jars. Step 3, thaw cubed meat. Step 4, add water to canner. Step 5, wash jars. Focus. There we go. I think what I'll do, step 6 will be keeping the jars in the oven at about 200 degrees, keep them hot. Step 7, bring a pot of water to a simmer for the rings and the seals, and another pot of probably water to a simmer, because this recipe that I'm going to try contains a half pack of Lipton onion soup mix, or Great Value, or Food Club, whatever. Anyhow, in this jar will be a half cup of potatoes, carrots, and onions each, 1 cup of venison, water probably to there, 3/4, 4/5, somewhere in there. And then I'm going to put a half a cup of that in there for the seasoning. And then we'll put it in there. And we'll let it cook for 90 minutes. Stand by. Jars washed and clean. We will place them in the oven. Water coming up to a boil for the broth, mixed with the Lipton onion soup mix. Rings and seals getting hot. Venison almost thawed. Let's cut up the vegetables. Okay, so I figured out there's about 4.5, this is including the little dried onions, tablespoons in each of these. So we're going to go 2 scoops of that per jar and try it. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. We'll figure it out. Potatoes. Hey, question. Y'all ever had that one kitchen utensil that when you go to look for it, you never can find it? Go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what it is. Who bent my knife? You know, surprisingly enough, mine is the potato peeler and the pizza cutter. Those are the 2 that no matter what drawer they're in, what color they are, where they're at, I never can find. They just blend in. It's real weird. We are cubing potatoes. As if, oh, that one, good distance. Okay, we'll keep going, half cup per quart. So, carry on. Okay, 7 quarts, half cup of potatoes each. Let's see, what is that, 3.5 cups, roughly? So, come on. I'm just getting an idea. Yeah, 2. 3.5. No, that's 4. 5. 6. 7. There's all the potatoes needed for this batch. I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to do this one with Lipton onion soup mix and water. And then the next batch we're going to do with beef broth. All right, stand by. Oh yeah, Dad taught me a long time ago when we were prepping to go hunting for the weekend or whatnot, he'd always make fried taters and onions. Keep your potatoes in water. Keeps them from turning brown. Now, let's cut up the onion. Side note, 1 onion equals about 1.5 cups. So if we're doing 7 jars, 1 onion does 3 jars. 2.5 onions roughly. Another side note here, 5 to 6 of these baby carrots. Well, that one fell on the floor. Definitely 6 of them now. So there's 3, 4, 5.5. 5.5 carrots is a half a cup. 5.5 carrots per quart. Another side note, one of these 16-ounce bags does 8 quarts total. Okay, venison's in the sink for a final rinse. This is the water for the jars. There's the rings and seals. We got our vegetables, damp cloth to wash the lids. This little baby is preheating the jars, so that whole step with the oven, don't fool with that. Just put the jars in there, let it heat it up. Anyhow, once it beeps, we take them out and we fill the jars. According to the instructions here, it says to pack everything and then stir it with a non-metallic spatula. We're going to use plastic chopsticks to get all the air bubbles out. Plastic beginner chopsticks. Anyhow, all right, stay tuned. So in theory, what will happen is this thing will go off, the jar will be ready to fill. And I will put a cup of meat, a half cup of that, and that. 2 tablespoons of the old seasoning here. Let's make room for it. Wipe the mouth, put the seal and the ring on, put it back in there. Oh yeah, and by the way, this canner, it's a good one, it's a big one. Does 5 quarts, not 7. So this is just a complete learning process. I love it. All right, she just beeped. It's now or never. Steamy. All right, we have our jar. No water in it. We have a hot jar. Let me get this over here. We have 1 cup of venison. We'll take 2 scoops of that. Okay. Half a cup of onions. Half a cup carrots. Half a cup of potatoes. And then ladle this. I wish I had one of them fancy funnels. I'll get me one today. Ladle the hot water in there. So about 3/4, 4/5. I'll try that. I don't know. Does that look like 3/4? Okay. Where's my move that around. Make sure we don't have any air boo-boos. Okay. You know, I know the meat will produce a little bit of juice. So, let me do that. Let's try to go right to the top of that curve. Okay. That water is good and hot. Good hot seal on the jar. Wait, nope. Nope. Shit. Make sure that's wiped. Make sure that's wiped. Okay. Now, not too tight, just finger tight. There you go. There's one. Back into the cannon. Ow, that's hot. Okay. We get a little bit of onion, a little bit of carrot, a little bit of potato, and that one. One, two, cup of deer meat, rinsed over here in the sink. Okay. I think about right there. Okay. Ah, don't forget. Clean damp rag. Fresh hot seal, burning my fingers. And a ring. All right, we're going to repeat this process 5 more times. Stand by. 5 jars in. That's locked. Pause. Place the cover back on the canner and lock it down. Lower the temperature sensor arm. Turn the green hatch clockwise, following the instructions, page 9, page 14. Important, confirm the regulator is not on the cover. Isn't regulator. Regulator, right? It goes there. Okay. Press that button and it goes to heat. Okay. Once the proper temperature is reached, the canner will proceed to vent phase. Vent. And 10 will show up right here. The venting timer will begin counting down. During venting, air and steam will release from the vent pipe and air vent cover lock. So here, well, here and here. Okay. This will be noticeable. You will hear boiling throughout the venting and canning phases. Depending on the number and size of jars, the air vent lock or the air vent cover lock may lift during venting. The smaller the load, the more likely the vent is to lock. When the time expires, the unit will start beeping and put the regulator on. Will show up right there. Place the regulator on the vent pipe. The regulator will fit loosely on the vent pipe. Press play, advance the canning process. The beeping will stop. Okay, now we wait. Man, I don't know if they busted inside, if I smell something. I don't think I should be able to smell anything, but yeah, whatever. There we go. And that says, put that on there. And hit that. 90 minutes, here we go. Yeah, bye. Well, okay. I've missed the last hour and a half. Had to go get something, but she's still bubbling. Oh, that was magic. Heard one of them. Pretty soup or stew. Let me see if I can get the sun coming through it. There they go. Boop, boop. Only one left, actually. It's that one. We'll give her a day and then we'll try it. It looks tender. I know that. So, yeah, after this thing, after 90 minutes, it goes into a what was it, a cool down period, and that depends on the load that's in there, how long that takes. But then it starts venting, and when it's done venting, it says done, and you're ready to pull them out. Let them cool and put them in the pantry. Taste test coming soon. There it went. That went the last one.